We've all tapped on a post touting a look into the lives of the rich and famous. Actors, singers, and models. But what about the ultra-rich royals who don't expose their lives the same way? Today, we're giving you a look into the life of one of the world's richest royals, Sheikh Muḥammad bin Rāshid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai. When you're the Vice President, Prime Minister, and Minister of Defense of the UAE, along with the ruler of Dubai, you're rolling in the kind of money most people have trouble even imagining. Sheikh Mohammed is among the richest royals in the world, with a net worth of around $14 billion. Now with that, you'd expect a pretty insane real estate portfolio. And you'd be right. The primary residence of the Dubai royal family is the Zabil Palace in Dubai, estimated to be worth around $500 million. It was built sometime in the 1960s and was designed by Otto Bollaert, who is also responsible for the famous Clock Tower and the Dubai Zoo. There's no way to know what the palace actually looks like from the inside, as it's guarded by high-tech security systems and hundreds of specially trained guards, making sure the public can't go beyond a certain point. But if you're dying to catch a glimpse, you can actually get a surface-level 30-minute tour of the surrounding area. Next, the Sheikh has a British empire of his own. When you're royalty, one palace just isn't enough, especially because the Sheikh's got 30 children from a series of wives. Where do you accommodate that many kids while blowing the maximum amount of money? Well, you just buy around 100,000 acres of property in the UK. To put that into context, that's more than the actual Queen of England personally owns. His most well-known property is the Long Cross estate in Surrey, valued at around $90 million. That pocket change for a man like the Sheikh. He ran into his fair share of planning issues with the sprawling estate. First, when he tried to install cabins for his servants without permission, and then when he set up a spiked metal fence without asking the people living nearby. It's also the most controversial estate, as it is the residence where the Sheikh's daughter Shamsa tried to escape her family over 2 decades ago. She was caught in Cambridge and has not been seen in public since then. That brings us to another one of the Sheikh's properties, Dalham Hall, where Shamsa was allegedly held before being sent back to the UAE. Dalham Hall, a huge 3,300-acre estate, was bought by the Sheikh in 2009 for about $55 million. It was once owned by Cecil Rhodes, the British industrialist who founded the diamond mining corporation De Beers. Now, if you thought that was a lot, you won't believe the Sheikh's estate in Wester Ross, Scotland, which covers about 63,000 acres and has helipads for 3 helicopters and 14 bedrooms. And it's just a vacation home. On to London. The Sheikh owns properties in some of the city's most exclusive neighborhoods, including Kensington, home to royalty, Knightsbridge, and Belgravia. He purchased a $20 million property in Belgravia's Eaton Square in 2013, which was part of the estate of the Duke of Westminster. To kick things up a notch, he even bought Rutland House in London's upscale Knightsbridge neighborhood, which boasts 6 floors, a pool, an aquarium, and a home theater, all for the price of around $75 million. There's no doubt about it, the Sheikh likes to live large. Sheikh Mohammed is one of the most influential figures in the world of horse racing and breeding. He is so passionate about the sport that he even admitted to spending all his money as a teenager on train tickets from Cambridge to Newmarket to watch horse races. He even launched the Dubai World Cup in 1996, which is held at the Maiden Racecourse with a prize of $12 million. The Sheikh has invested upwards of $720 million in horse racing in the form of studs and stables. He currently owns Darley Stud, the world's biggest horse breeding operation, which is headquartered at his estate in Surrey, Dalham Hall. Incidentally, Dalham Hall is also in Newmarket, widely regarded as the home of thoroughbred horse racing. Darley Stud, named after the Darley Arabian horse, also has locations in Ireland, the United States, Australia, and France. One of the Sheikh's biggest contributions to the sport is the founding of Godolphin, a thoroughbred horse racing stable named after the Godolphin Arabian horse. The stable has won over 5,000 races and several awards in G1 since it was founded. All the best racehorses from Darley Stud are transferred to Godolphin so they can be trained for competition. The Sheikh also added to his horse racing portfolio by purchasing Moulton Paddocks, an additional training yard for Godolphin. When Sheikh Mohammed married his first wife in 1979, his wedding immediately broke the world record for the most expensive, and it held that title for a few years. Adjusted for inflation, almost $100 million was spent on a month-long series of festivities in Dubai to commemorate the wedding, ending in a ceremony that featured 20,000 guests, complete with a specially built stadium to accommodate them. However, we can get a better idea of the insane amount of money royals spend by looking at his sixth marriage to Princess Haya of Jordan. The pair got married in 2004 and divorced in 2019, which officially set the record for the most expensive divorce in history, coming in at a whopping $730 million. The court paid Haya $7 million for vacations and security costs till the year 2068. $2.5 million was paid just for kitchen renovations at her $140 million Kensington townhouse. Before the split, the numbers look even more shocking to us commoners. Sheikh Mohammed owns a $400 million yacht called Dubai, with 7 decks and enough space for 24 guests and 80 crew members, along with a fleet of private planes. During the marriage, Princess Haya was given $150 million per year to run her household, along with a tiny monthly allowance of $20 million as spending money. She shared the Sheikh's love of horses, as she is an accomplished world-class equestrian herself. While she was married to him, she bought almost 400 racehorses, 60 of which she owned and was paid $100 million as compensation for. The royals also don't hold back when it comes to their vacations. A trip to Italy for the summer set the Sheikh back about $850,000, and just the hotel bill in Greece came up to $311,000. The couple's children, Zayed and Al-Jalila, also received an annual allowance of $15 million each. That's more than Bill Gates' kids will inherit. Princess Haya also enjoyed a jewelry collection worth $85 million during her time with the Sheikh, and when they split, she was given $20 million for jewelry and $1.5 million for a couture wardrobe. Now that might seem like an incredible amount of money, but Haya's collection included just one diamond set, consisting of a necklace, ring, and earrings, valued at $1.5 million. The royal kids get royal treatment, so it makes sense that a $400,000 nanny was employed for the children, along with a $134,000 tutor.